Thank you, Mr. President. This is a joint statement of the International Association of Democratic Lawyers, the World Council of Churches, Franciscans International, Lawyers Watch of Canada, the American Association of Jurists, the Indian Council of South America, and a Philippine NGO under the Ecumenical Voice for Peace and Human Rights. We thank Professor Alston for his trailblazing efforts on the issues of extrajudicial, arbitrary, or summary executions. His report and recommendations on the Philippines in 2008, as well as his report to this 14th session, are outstanding pieces of work that human rights advocates and defenders in the Philippines find very instructive and helpful. Mr. President, today the human rights watchdog in the Philippines, Karapatan, has documented 1,192 cases of extrajudicial killings since 2001. The latest victim is Mr. Mike Rivera, who was a former city government official and was a known anti-mining advocate. He was gunned down on May 16 while on his way to church in a region south of Manila. Karapatan has also documented 205 cases of enforced disappearances, 1,028 cases of torture, and hundreds more of other cases of human rights violations in different parts of the country, victimizing farmers, workers, indigenous peoples, social activists, religious lawyers, and journalists. The most recent highlighted cases of the Maguindanao massacre in November last year and the illegal arrest and continued detention of 43 health workers last February have pointed to the involvement of state security forces. Never since the martial law years have human rights violations in our country occurred with so much impunity as now. Mr. President, the Philippines has just gone through a national election. The presumptive president-elect has campaigned on a platform of prosecuting the perpetrators of these human rights violations. We urge this Council to help us make the presumptive president-elect stand by his campaign promise. We appeal to this Council to urge our government to stop Operation Bantaylaya or Operation Freedom Watch as an anti-insurgency policy. OBL makes no distinction between armed combatants and civilians. Its continued implementation has caused massive human rights violations whose victims cut across all sectors of Philippine society. May this Council be steadfast in urging our government neither to engage nor adopt any similar policy in the future. Finally, we urge this Council to continue helping us monitor our government that it may abide by its pledges and commitment to international instrumentalities